Back to our developing news from Monterey Park. LA County Sheriff's deputies still trying to determine a motive after Saturday's mass shooting that left 10 people dead at a dance studio. 10 others were wounded. This all happened on the eve of Lunar New Year. KTLA's Eric Spillman live in Monterey Park with the latest on the investigation. Eric, good morning.
Morning, Frank. The Star Dance Studio here in Monterey Park was a place where mostly retired people would come to learn how to samba, how to waltz, how to do other dances. Saturday night, on the eve of the Lunar New Year, was a time to welcome prosperity, health, and good luck. Instead, the music was interrupted by the sound of gunfire. This morning, we're learning a little bit more about the man responsible for the killing. Officers served a search warrant last night at his home in Hemet.
Sheriff's Department, search warrant. Come out with your hands up.
The man, thought to have committed one of the worst mass killings in LA County history, lived in a mobile home park for seniors in Hemet. Law enforcement swarmed his home last night. They're trying to learn as much as they can about him. Neighbors say 72-year-old Hu Can Tran was a dance instructor who lived by himself and seemed friendly.
You'd stop to pet your dog, and everybody around here just thought he was just some quiet little guy. The people I've talked to are just stunned that he was involved in this.
But the LA Times reports Tran had recently showed up at a Hemet police station and said his family was trying to poison him. And on Saturday night, the Lunar New Year's Eve, authorities say Tran walked into the Star Ballroom and Dance Studio here in Monterey Park and opened fire, killing a total of 10 people, 5 men and 5 women. He wounded 10 others. The sheriff says he used a type of weapon that is illegal in California, a semi-automatic pistol with an extended large-capacity magazine attached to it. Once he started shooting, he reloaded so that he could kill more victims. And after he was finished in Monterey Park, he drove to the Lili Ballroom in Alhambra. There, witnesses say he walked in with his gun, but people there wrestled it away from him, no doubt preventing more carnage.
He was disarmed by 2 community members who I consider to be heroes because they saved lives. This could have been much worse.
12 hours later, Tran was finally found in a white cargo van parked in Torrance. When police first tried to make contact with him, they heard a gunshot from inside. That's when they called in the SWAT team. They found Tran slumped over the steering wheel. Authorities say Tran shot and killed himself. Inside his van, officers found a handgun and other evidence tying him to both crime scenes. This morning, there are many, many questions. The biggest is why? Why did he do it?
What was the motive for this shooter? Did he have a mental illness? Was he a domestic violence abuser? How did he get these guns?
We want to know. We want to know how something like this, something this awful can happen.
This morning, CNN is reporting that Tran had once been a regular patron here at the Star Ballroom. He came here often and gave informal dance lessons and met his wife here. His now ex-wife tells CNN Tran was quick to anger and that if she missed a step dancing, he would get upset because he thought it made him look bad. A friend says Tran thought that people here were hostile to him here at the dance hall because he believed they didn't like him and said evil things about him. Back here live outside the ballroom, we are getting now a couple of the names of the 10 people who were killed. 2 of them have been identified by the coroner's office. One of the victims, 65, the other one, 63. I'm sure we'll learn more names later today. This community grieving, as you would imagine, mourning this huge loss. They're planning a candlelight vigil here outside Monterey Park City Hall at 7 tonight. We'll send it back to you.
Okay, Eric, thank you. And as Eric just mentioned, authorities have just released new details about some of the victims, and a resource center is now open for survivors and relatives of the victims. It offers counseling as well as other services and information. KTLA's Annie Rose Ramos live at the Langley Senior Center in Monterey Park with those details. Annie Rose, good morning.
Jessica, good morning to you. As Eric mentioned, we are now learning some of the names of the 10 victims, those 10 victims who lost their lives in Saturday night's deadly mass shooting. LA County Coroner's Office releasing 2 of the 10 names. We now know the first, Her name was Mainan. She was 65 years old. The second, another woman. Her name was Lailan Lee, and she was 63 years old. Now, Frank and Jessica, we don't have any of the other names, those other 8 names, but we do know from the coroner's office releasing this information just a few minutes ago that 3 of the other women who died were in their 50s and 60s. Now, we also know the 5 other men who died on Saturday's tragic shooting, they were in their 70s and 60s. Jessica, you said earlier, I'm at the Langley Senior Center. This is just a few blocks away from the scene of that shooting Saturday night here in Monterey Park, just about a 5 to 6 minute walk. You can see the Red Cross has a trailer behind me from their disaster relief department. They tell me from the Red Cross, they came out here just a few minutes ago, they tell me their job today is to feed and console. Frank and Jessica, they say they want to feed and console all of the families who have been affected who are showing up today, because this center, this is where they are notifying the families that their loved ones have lost their lives during the Saturday shooting. I'm going to step aside so you can see a little bit more, because they did just open up in the last few minutes here. Again, we are still in Monterey Park at the Langley Senior Center. It is here where it's not just a place where people can mourn together, it's a resource center where people can come to receive mental health services. We know the LA Mayor's crisis response team is here, as well as the Department of Mental Health. Now, at this hour, we're also learning more about those 10 people who were wounded in Saturday's shooting, taken to various hospitals. We now know that 7 remain in the hospital in conditions ranging from stable to critical conditions. Last night, we also heard from city officials about the importance of setting up a crisis center like this one. Take a listen.
During a time of celebration, during the annual Lunar New Year, when families gather together, we know that our community has faced a tragic incident, so shocking, sad, and horrible. For those seeking assistance and trauma relief, please visit the Langley Center here in the city of Monterey Park.
For the trauma of all the families that are now left behind dealing with such devastation.
Frank and Jessica, take a look at this. The American Red Cross releasing a statement to KTLA saying this is a secure place where families can receive emotional support, get something to eat or drink, and receive updates from authorities. The Red Cross has also supplied 50 additional blood products to a local hospital in response. We stand ready to provide additional blood and blood products as needed. Now take a look at this. This is what we want to show you, because we know a lot of folks out there, they want to know about fundraisers for the families affected. This is the latest on that from GoFundMe, organized by various leaders, including Asian Americans Advancing Justice Southern California, and so many more. On the GoFundMe page, they write, quote, "Our hearts go out to the victims of this horrific tragedy. All proceeds contributed to the fund will go to the many individuals that are now suffering from this senseless violence." They're back here live at Langley Senior Center. Frank and Jessica, we have seen cars and truckloads of food arriving this morning at the Senior Center. Last night we were also here because it just opened yesterday, and they have told us that there are quite a few people arriving here offering food and condolences and so much more in order to grieve together. We hope to hear from officials within the next hour about what exactly is going on inside, but for now, reporting live in Monterey Park, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio.
Annie Rose, you've been on this from the beginning. Thank you for your reporting. Governor Gavin Newsom will be back in Monterey Park today. Last night, near the shooting scene, he took a tour of the area. He later spoke with some local business owners and first responders about what happened. He thanked them for their efforts and called the strength of the community, quote, incredible. We're also told the governor visited USC Keck Hospital to meet with victims and their family members. In a tweet with these photos, Governor Newsom also denounced gun violence and called for gun reform on a national level. To that end, leaders in our nation's capital are responding to the Monterey Park shooting.
KTLA's Trevor Shirley joins us now live from Washington, D.C. with more on that. Trevor, good morning.
Frank and Jess, good morning to both of you. As federal investigators continue to work this case with local investigators, lawmakers here in Washington are yet again debating the Second Amendment and other gun safety measures. On Sunday, administration officials pledged the federal government's full resources as authorities continue to investigate this weekend's mass shooting in Monterey Park.
President Biden and I and our administration will continue to provide full support to the local authorities as we learn more.
The White House says President Joe Biden and Attorney General Merrick Garland were briefed over the weekend. In a statement, the president said in part that he ordered authorities to, quote, mobilize full federal support to local and state authorities as they continue to investigate this shooting.
My thanks go to the first responders who came so quickly, the paramedics and fire department who were able to take care of the injured.
Democratic Congresswoman Judy Chu represents Monterey Park. Other lawmakers also weighed in, calling for their own solutions to stop gun violence.
I introduced a bill that we could take public information on the internet, have an algorithm to stop the threat before it happens. That is a smart approach rather than, violating Second Amendment rights.
I would like to see us look at it in a comprehensive way. But, background checks, there's nothing wrong with them. I've had to have a background check every time I bought a gun.
And federal investigators will likely be helping local authorities as they continue to investigate this case, in particular as they try to figure out whether this shooter obtained his weapons legally or illegally. That's the latest here in Washington. We'll send it back to you guys in LA.
Okay, Trevor, thank you for that. This morning, local school districts are offering their support of students in Monterey Park. The city is served by Alhambra Unified, LA Unified, and Montebello Unified. LAUSD and Montebello Unified will have extra police presence as well as mental health services at schools in Monterey Park today. Alhambra Unified students will not be in school today because of a previously scheduled pupil-free day for staff professional development. Grief counseling will be available for Alhambra Unified students when they return to campuses tomorrow. And later this morning, a child psychiatrist is joining us live with tips on how to speak with your children about the tragedy in Monterey Park.